get your pen and your notebook because this is very important topic para sa inyo po ito. So again, no, please like this video, share nyo na po ito so that magkaroon po tayo ng maraming views. So allow me to introduce our speaker for today. Okay? She graduated from Singapore, working as a chemist. She started to fall in love with Elken products, no, when she joined a beauty workshop organized by Elken, no, last 2009. Okay? And she's now 11 years in Elken Global and focusing in building her network in Philippines, also in Dubai. Okay? And to all our viewers, no, pwede nyo i-welcome siya by commenting down below. Let us all welcome our Diamond, Miss Josephine Chong. Hello, Miss Josephine. Good afternoon.
Hi! Good afternoon, everyone. Magandang hapon sa iyong lahat. Good and to all our friends in global market also. Hi, good afternoon. Thank you, Sir Mark, for your introductions. So yeah, this is Sunday 4 p.m. again. Thank you so much for tuning in. And like Sir Mark mentioned, if you are now watching alone, please share it to your friends at your Facebook wall. Invite all your leaders to join us to watch the Facebook Live now because I think today's topic is something very important. Yeah, especially in the, I think not just in network marketing, but in any kind of industry or business, even in our life, we actually do need to have the ABC rules in order to really borrow power. Yeah. So before I start to share my topic today, I would also like to share a little bit of my story. Okay. Yeah. So once again, thank you for your time. Yes. And first of all, of course, I would like to thank Alcon Global for the wonderful opportunity and platform, of course. Yes. Because I think without Alcon, we will not be here today. Yeah. And Alcon Global is a company with 25 years of history. And if you ever notice, the little butterfly logo here is joined by two hearts together and also resemble a shape of a butterfly because I shared with some of our leaders before. This is our founder, Mr. A.K. Tan. He shared before many, many years ago. There is this slogan where there is flower, there is butterfly. And where there is people, there is Alcanian. Yeah. So I found it, very, very amazing, a very, very great meaning and deep meaning when I first heard of it. And I remember until now, where there is people, there will be Alcanian. And now we are already marching towards a market of 45 countries. And of course, we will be expanding our market to reaching to more and more countries as well. So thank you, Alcon Global, for a wonderful platform. And thanks to my life coach, Mr. J and Sister Valet for all their, love, their coaching, their mentoring throughout my past almost 12 years in the Alcon Global here because without them, I will not be who I am today. I will not be here able to share with you today. Yeah. So thank you so much for their teachings. And thanks to also our senior upline, President Mr. KB Lee and Mrs. Lee. Yeah. They are also someone who is always behind us, supporting the whole Philippines, Dubai market, and our whole network. So thank you so much for our senior upline. Yes. And of course, thanks to also our Alcon Global 001, Mr. Francis Chia and Mrs. Chia, because without his wisdom, we will not be able to having our system education topic like today. And all these are drafted based on his wisdom, and I'm very blessed to be able to be one of the messenger to be able to share this online live today to reach out to more people. Yeah. And of course, thanks to the Alcon Gay spirit that enables all the leaders, no matter which group are we from, which country are we from, that we are able to learn together under this one big roof, thanks to the Alcan Geek spirit. And of course, thanks to our Alcan Global Philippines management team, yes, who is always, the backbone of everything, especially our Senior Vice President, Miss Pang, the country head, Ma'am Gigi, who is always, spending days and night thinking how to really support the whole market better. Yeah, we have also Sir Mark, Sister Michelle, everyone here to always supporting the whole network here. So thank you so much to the global management team. Yes. And yeah, let's just share a little bit of my story before I start. Yes. So like Sir Mark mentioned just now, I was graduated from National University of Singapore 2005. So NUS, this is one of the top university in the world. In fact, the number 11 ranked top in Asia globally. Yeah. So I graduated with a Bachelor of Applied Science, study in food science. So I was someone, you know, the more towards the studies and about science. I never ever think of I will step into, this industry before. Yeah. So after graduate, I'm actually working as a chemist in Singapore in the US MNC company. Yes. So I was working as chemist like you see in the picture here. Yeah, no day and night because I was working in a manufacturing line. So my job is to do testing. So seemed like a lot of fresh graduate there. My dream last time was just like a lot of normal youngsters. After graduate, I wish to get qualified a high paid job and climb up the corporate ladder to get a higher pay, so that I can and enjoy my life. But I never really have any other thoughts of what other things that I can do. Yeah. So there is one coincidence when one of my high school senior, William, he invited me to one of the Alcon activities in January 2009. So without knowing much, what is this Alcon all about and what is this beauty camp all about, is simply because I just want to become more beautiful that time, because I have some skin allergic problem because of the chemical environment. So I didn't hesitate much. I just joined and I fall in love with the Eternal Beauty Plus. That was the first generation that we have. And I really amazed with the MRT concept and the inside out beauty concept of the Alcon that time. So I was really blown away with all the products, and I experienced the immediate effect. But what really changed my life is when I met my mentor, my life coach, Mr. J and Sister Valet. That time he asked me, Joe, do you still remember what is your dream? So I can't really answer that because after working for many years, I have already forgotten, whether I have a dream or not to start with. And I can't really answer, and I'm not too sure what exactly is my future plan. I'm just focusing in my work to do the best, to excel, and focus my effort all into work. And then Mr. J shared further with me, do you know that in the whole world, there is this ESBI, this four quadrant, which is called by Robert Kiyosaki. And in the whole world, do you know that the 95% of wealth is belong to the 5% population who belongs to the business quadrant and the investor quadrant, and the 5% of the wealth is belong to the 95% of population for normal people like us, who is in the employee quadrant and the self-employed quadrant. Then I realized, oh my God. So throughout the years, when I studied so hard and I work so hard, I do a lot of overtime. My job, I am not aware that I'm actually just exchanging my time for money. There's no leveraging. And once I have no time to work anymore and I cannot work anymore, my income will stop. That is true for many of us here who was just working as a normal people. And even if I really move to a self-employed, have my own shop, I'm still exchanging time for money. It's just that I am trading the time for myself. If I stop taking care of the shop, my income will maybe stop as well. So in order to achieve a real financial freedom and real freedom in time, we actually need to really march into the business quadrant and the investor quadrant. However, an ordinary people like us, without the big capital, I can't really invest in any franchise. Without any experience in doing the business, I also don't know where to really start to have my own business, because in the real business quadrant, which really means that we have a system and a people who works for us that able to leverage the income, not depends on our individual effort. So Mr. J actually told me, do you know that network marketing is the only platform for the ordinary people like us, like you and me, to be able to really jump from E and S quadrant to the business quadrant. Wow, without a big capital. So that really changed my mindset. I'm really curious to understand and know more about what is this network marketing all about. Yeah. So that started my journey of network marketing since 2009, and Alcon Global is my one and only network marketing company. So of course, throughout the years, thanks goodness, I have a lot of transformation in Alcon Global here. I get the Best Sound Transformation Award in 2011. My skin, my health condition totally improved. And of course, last time from someone who do not really know how to take care of myself, who is shy to do the presentation, who don't know how to really talk to people, because last time I work in the lab, I don't really need to talk or communicate much to people. From now, I'm able to do the live sharing. I'm able to do the training to my global team, thanks to Alcon Global and all the system education we have here in Alcon Global. So of course, in these few years, when we expand our network to the overseas market, we focus in building the Philippines and recently also the Dubai. We started with the field work and duplicating the boot camp in Philippines last year together with Mr. J. And of course, during these many months of this year, during the pandemic, we also start to move our trainings to online, and I'm blessed that I'm able to really deliver the message, the wisdom of our global 00 Mr. Francis Chia to online training, to make it duplicable, to make all the system topic duplicable to all our network leaders throughout the world. So thanks again to all the wisdom from our 001. And with this, we are also built 6 diamonds and many directors in Philippines and Dubai just in less than 18 months time. Yeah, it's not very big yet, but I think for me, someone who have zero experience in the network marketing, I think is really because of the system education topic and what we are going to learn today, the ABC rules. Yeah, because all this is definitely not a one person single effort, yeah, but the whole team effort, and including the leaders, the management, the whole company and everything. And of course, throughout the years, I travel around the world, the Alcon Global, and of course, not just myself, but we have a lot of leaders, especially during these few years. They have qualified many of the overseas trips like Athens, Korea, Japan, and just within a year, yeah, which I will share more later. So why is it so? Why? Someone like me who have zero experience, I'm able to also step by step building my network here. It's because, like I shared just now, network marketing is an industry that really can create miracles. And network marketing is a platform for ordinary people like us to become extraordinary. So that is the amazing part, because and especially why we need to learn about the ABC rules today, because we ourselves, we need not be the one who is so outstanding there. We need not to be the one, to have the big car, to have the big house, to have the big income, so that I can start influence people. No, because if that is the case, then when I have zero achievement, I cannot influence anyone, right? So it's all about how we can really master these ABC rules, how we can really borrow power from everyone, anyone that we know in the company, in the network, that help to enable us. Every single one of us, we are ordinary, but because of the ABC rules, because we master the rules of this ABC and we know how to borrow power, we are able to become extraordinary here. So what is ABC rules all about? It's the most effective way of borrowing power in the network marketing. Yes. So like I mentioned just now, we don't need to worry, oh, I just started to eat spirulina. So what should I do? I don't have any testimony about high blood pressure, about the cholesterol problem, about migraine. I don't have. How? I don't need to do this business anymore. No, we can always borrow power. Or I want to influence someone to join me to do this business. But how? I just joined a month. I do not yet qualify any travel. I do not have my big income yet. I don't know how, but never mind. Just learn today together with us how to borrow power. Because when we really master the essence of borrow power, how to tee up, to be proactive, to really motivate, yes, believe me, you will definitely be success here in Alcan Global. So with the ABC rules, it helps to increase the efficiency in terms of closing. So be it is a product sales closing or a sponsoring opportunity closing. And it's a much faster way to build your network if we really master the essence of ABC's rules to really leverage, able to borrow power. Yes. And the objective of ABC's rules, I mentioned, is to leverage, to be able to borrow power on capable or influential people, tools, and occasions. Yeah. So bear in mind here, sometimes traditionally we always utilize the ABC rules to tee up our upline, maybe. Yeah. Because our outline is the one always we following always following us to the field work during the beginning of our field work or during the Zoom meetings. Yeah. But I think overall, we also need to know how to really borrow power, not just from people, but also from the tools and occasions. So what does it mean by, the A, the B, and the C? So A refer to the advisor, meaning, the source of the strength, someone, some tool, something that we want to borrow power from. Yeah, so it could be the people, it could be uplines, it could be expert, it could be the company, the branch, the office, it could be some sidelines, global mentor or other leaders, it could be a tools or occasion. And B, which is the bridge, which is ourselves. We are the link, yeah, to be able to link A and C, yeah, to borrow power from A so that we can really influence C. So C in this case refer to the customer. So it refers to the prospect, or it could be the downlines. It could be someone that we want to influence with the power of the A. Yeah, that's why we call it the ABC rules. Okay. So with a good tee up of A, then only B can leverage on A's power effectively. So like I mentioned, it can be people, it can be tools, it can be occasion. So what is the role of us as a B? We need to, of course, tee up A. And so the A will be able to influence C more effectively. And the result will be, the C will trust A so that, we can really maximize the power of A. Okay, so I will elaborate this later on. But I think more importantly, we also want to know who or what would be the A. So A, could be uplines, the most common one could be uplines, because I think the first person or first thing that we could borrow power is most likely our upline. And number two, it can be any of the successful mentors, leaders, sideline, etc. Or it could be the management staff, the sales, marketing, any of the staff. Or it could be, the online meeting, like our weekly business showcase, our weekly product training, or our system education training, like what you have just now. If you are watching and you are inviting your leaders watching now, congratulations. You are already applying the rules of ABC unawarely. Yeah. And it could be also home party gathering, where you have a group of people that you are borrowing power from. Yeah. And of course, A can also be, like the company and branch. Like sometimes you are bringing your prospect to the company to visit the branch because you want to strengthen the members' confidence, towards the company. Or it can be tools, the plenty of tools we have now, like the iSmart Library, the Viral, the Elkin Global website. Yeah, they are the best ways now to leverage, in fact, because they are not restricted by time, place, or language. Yeah, not like uplines, or not like the company whereby you need to really see the person or really need to visit the physical place. But tools is one of, I think, my favorites. Because anytime, anywhere, we can actually borrow power from the tools. And of course, testimonies also is one of the tools, because be it the product testimonies or career testimonies, these are in fact a very, very important tools for us to borrow power. Yeah. Okay. And yes, you may be guessing. So just now I shared about the role of A, B, and C. So what role should we play most of the time? Should we be A, maybe after we become an upline of the whole good, big network already? Or should we, always be the B? Yeah. But do you know that our 001, he shared this secret? The smartest and the most successful network marketing leaders are, in fact, spending at least 80% of their time to be the role of B. Yes, not A. Because, that is that's the power. Yeah. Because some of you may not know, our 001, he was also just a very ordinary lorry driver. But how he is able to really build his network so big now to the 45 countries, and he has, a lot of professionals, doctors, engineers, businessmen all under him. It's because he mastered how to really borrow power from his whole network. So if we really want to grow and expand our network fast, we should be really spending at least 80% of our time to be the role of B. Yes. Yeah, we should be continue to do the role of B no matter which rank we are now. Yes. That's why, we see a lot of leaders, our president leaders, our diamond leaders, no matter which rank they are still playing the role of B until today, even 25 years. And to be able to really play the role of B very effectively, we should have as many A's as possible, meaning that we should be able to always collect more A's informations, more stories about the different A's, so that our network can leverage from the different type of A. Why? Because, like I say, this is network marketing. And if we really master this, we are able to really grow our network fast, because there is always somebody to close somebody. For example, my background maybe was a chemist. Maybe, if someone want to really borrow my power to influence someone who is just graduated, also come from the similar background, yes, then maybe he will be able to borrow power from me effectively. But let's say, today we are going to influence maybe a businessman or businesswoman. Oh, then maybe he should able, maybe he need to share the story about someone else who is also a businesswoman, so that you are able to convince your C more effectively. So the crucial is here. How many A's we have? Yeah. How many stories of A's that we actually really collect or we know? Yeah. So no matter today, if you are a new beginner in this business, or if you are an existing leader who already built a network many years with us, no matter which rank we are, we still need to have as many A's as possible to really able to leverage. Yeah. This is also what I really learned recently, especially during this pandemic. I think we also changed the way of we are going to borrow power from more offline to more online. Yeah. And I want to highlight here, the right mental attitude is always more important than the technique itself. Yes, of course, we are going to just share a little bit of the different technique or tips that we need to take care of later on. But before we march into there, I just want to highlight again, the right mental attitude is very, very important. Sometimes this is especially crucial, especially for someone who is already capable, or someone who is already ranked up as a leader. Sometimes, even myself, last time we may trap in we may just fell in the trap that we feel that, oh, I'm now the superpower A already. I have to, really go down and help all the groups. I have to really be the one, but we forgot to really learn and go back to basics and collect more stories about different A's to really maximize the growth of the network and to really borrow power from each and different leaders. Sometimes the A could be our sidelines, or could be even our downlines. So our 001 also share another sentence which is, so much wisdom. He say this: the more you appreciate, the more you are able to borrow power. So I repeat, the more you are able to appreciate, the more you are able to borrow power. Yes. If today, from the bottom of our heart, we are really able to appreciate, not just our uplines, the sidelines, the weekly activities of the company, the leaders, even our downlines, every single tools that we have, every single this online meeting that we have, if we are really appreciate it, is actually, naturally from the bottom of our heart, we will know how to tee up it, how to really borrow power to maximize the growth. But however, if today our mental attitude is not right, if we fell in the trap that, oh, why is this speaker again, why I see this Josephine many times already, why? Or, why is this topic again? I already watched it last month. Oh, why? The product training is repeat again, if we have the wrong mental attitude, or we are not really appreciative, then we will not be able to borrow power, because we will think that, oh, this is something boring, maybe I rather share myself. Yeah. So again, we ask ourselves whether we start from the right mental attitude first, because with only the right mental attitude, we will be able to utilize applying the ABC rules naturally, anywhere, everywhere, anytime. Yeah. That's why in Alcon, since many, many years ago, I mastered this, from the brother of our president, Fion Seng, Mr. Seng. He always say this: drink Alcon is very easy. You just drink coffee, tell story, and you earn a lot of money. Which is really, really true if you can really master the essence of ABC rules after today. Yes, it's that easy if you really master the ABC rules. We can just drink coffee, tell a lot of stories, because we have collect as many A's as possible. Our duty is just keep telling story during our 3S, during our daily activities every day. And definitely, you earn a lot of money just by nature, the income, the rank, everything will come later. So I would like to share some of the example here. So for example, I mentioned, I think we really want to appreciate the Alcon Global Management now, especially the Alcon Global Philippines here. They have always arranged so many activities, so many trainings for us every weekend here. So that what is the purpose? Is for us as a newcomer, every one of us, so that we can borrow power. So for example, if we do not know how to sponsor, sorry, so like we can learn from Diamond Ma'am Izai how to sponsor, we do not need to be really a great speaker to teach our downline how to sponsor. Yes, we can demonstrate, but we can borrow from someone who is already successful. Or yesterday, wow, we are really blessed that we have invited our 3-star diamond Mary Lim from Malaysia with her 30 years of expertise in the beauty industry. So we ourselves, do not need to be the master of the beauty training. But if we are smart enough, we know how to borrow power from her. We have already invited, as many prospects as we can. Or we invited those, maybe beauty salon owners, beauticians, someone who is really into the beauty industry. We would have invited them to watch the professional sharing by Miss Mary Lim yesterday. Yeah. Or maybe next week. So again, we have Dr. Mary Jane sharing about LX Young next week. But last month, Dr. Jane also shared about spirulina. So example, if I have some professionals, prospect, maybe they are doctors or nurse or someone with the medical background. Oh, she asked me about the medical, some knowledge that I don't know how to answer. Never mind. We do not need to be the doctors. We cannot be the doctor or the nurse, but we can always borrow power from the expert, from the leaders who is really well versed in his or her expertise in the profession. That is where we can really borrow power. Oh, another example. For the past 2 months, I think in November, we have a very successful, a great event, the eBoss first in the Philippines online market that we have the close to 600 packs of people joining. So were you one of the leaders who maximize, to leverage on these activities? Do you invite a lot? Do you know how to really tee up the activities, tee up the speakers? Yeah. If you did, you will already experience, you will understand what does it mean by, borrowing power from the occasion. And the last month, we also have the Alcon Global Business Showcase, where we have the leaders, our CEO also, we have also Miss Pang, where leaders from 6 countries to share, to share their experience in Alcon, be it the career testimonies or the product testimonies. So if we already master, the ABC rules, we know how to borrow power, or we have some leaders, who is in the overseas countries and we want to really influence them, we will definitely not miss the opportunity to borrow power from the big activities like this. Yeah, so borrow power from the company online seminar. Yeah. And another very good example I want to share with you is, to learn from one of my idol in Alcon, our senior vice president, Miss Pang. Why? As a senior management role, Miss Pang is already in Alcon for like 18 years. She's in the industry for so long. She's built so many millionaires in Alcon. Yeah. But now, in order, she really want to be the one to demonstrate ABC rules to us. She really want to help and support the Philippines leaders. You know what she do? She even set up the personal blog, even during the last boot camp earlier this year, when we have our last boot camp in Philippines, when everybody is busy eating the dinner, celebrating, what did Miss Fang do? She's doing the interviewing with each leader one by one. She skipped a dinner, she interviewed them, Sister Lenny, Ma'am Izai, Dr. Mae, Dr. Willie, Sir Pass, Ma'am Glenda. She interviewed one by one. And she then put up all these very precious videos on the social media. Why? It's just because she really want to demonstrate, so that all of us can have the videos now to share and really borrow power from. Do you know that last time, without all this social media, we we have to be the one who really, use our phone, during our big event like this. We, the individual leader, we will not go back to sleep after the activities or after a seminar. We will grab the chance, to interview the leaders, like our Diamond Memizai or Sir Manny. We will actually bring our downlines, we will use our phone to really do the recording. Oh, Memizai, can you share with me what is the secret of your success story? How do you manage to grow so many leaders or qualify your campaign? Last time we used to be the one, we have to do these very basic actions so that we want to collect as many A's as possible. But now a senior management role is actually helping us in doing this. And what we need to do, is just to like the personal blog of Miss Pang, and then just watch and then share to your respective prospect who is with a similar background, that we can borrow power. This is very amazing, right? So thank you so much, to Miss Pang for all the effort. And recently, even after the e-boss, the company, the whole management team, they spent so much effort just to convert the e-boss testimony sharing, now to put it again on social media, on the Facebook. Again, what is it for? It's for us to borrow power. Can you see, Miss Pang have to post the video, at 5 a.m. in the morning, 1 a.m. in the morning, 11 p.m. at night, where everybody rests ready. But why she's doing all this, posting the career testimony of Sir Peps, Sister Elizabeth, Ma'am Annalise, Sister Eden, a single mom, or Sir Moses, how to being in Alcon Global for such a short period of time, he's able to grow so many new directors. So all these testimonies, all these stories are actually helping us to use the rules of ABC to borrow power. And another set, and we recently, Miss Pang also posted a lot of product testimony. So like I mentioned, we do not need to wait until I have one customer who solved the vertigo problem, then I can only start to sell spirulina. No. But we can all borrow power from all the testimonies here. That is what the gift spirit all about. We can borrow power from, Sister G having this problem of vertigo. Oh, and let's say, this Ma'am Lekubin, the husband having multiple stroke problem. Oh, when I have prospect like this, I think of this testimony. I can borrow power and send to the particular person. Oh, then we have Ma'am Estrella from Davao. The husband have fatty liver, high blood sugar, high blood pressure problem. He's a retired police officer. But during this pandemic of time, in 10 months' time, she cannot go out to see doctor, cannot do the regular checkup, but he's perfectly okay now and back to normal because of the product he take. Yeah. Or another great testimony from Ma'am Emma, she suffered from pelvic injury. Doctor asked to do the operation with 250,000 peso. But with the spirulina, colostrum, and contouring pens, she recovered now and can walk as normal. So we ourselves, we do not need to go through all these different sickness, or we do not need to have such customer, then only we can start to share the product. No. But it's very amazing. We can just learn how to tell story. So we can drink coffee, tell story, and earn a lot of money. Yes, this is very amazing. And another great example, I just want to highlight, this is from the latest Diamond, Ma'am Anna and Ma'am Tita Bullet team from Bulacan, they really borrow power from our new product LX Young, and they borrow power from the LBA machine and the test result. Yes, everyone very excited, they do the test result, but how much, do you really talk about your result? How many people do you share to your prospect? So every one of them, they really maximize, they themselves are the first one to go to the office to do the test, to have their own test result. So for example, this is Tita Pine, she can just use and print out her own test result and start to tell her story and start to use the tools to share about LX Young. And that is how, their whole group actually boom and expand with this whole LX Young and the test result. So this is also another great example of borrow power. You know, of the and a great example from Seren as well. You know, he himself not just doing the immediate after the test result with 30 minutes with LX Young, but he did again, you know, after 2 weeks. So he repeatedly, you know, very hardworking, religiously taking the product. And he has a very great confidence because he borrowed power from the result. So what is the end result? You know, in few days only, before the last closing, he's actually selling almost close to 100 box of LX Young in just few less than a week time and built 2 1-star director in his team. This is how they really utilize the rules of ABCs. So don't worry also, you know, if you are someone who is far or you do not really able to do the test yet, you know, as long as you are able to borrow power, you are able to tell story of all these pictures, you know, from different group, from different leader, you'll be able to borrow power as well. Yeah. And of course, if you want to influence someone who like travel, but you have not really qualified travel yet, don't worry also. We have so many, you know, travel qualifiers here, travel qualifiers here, almost close to 30 packs here. They are at least 25% are already qualified 2 tickets. So we just need to tell story. And if let's say you are influencing someone who want to earn more income during the pandemic, but we have not really earned yet, never mind. Just share the story of how these leaders earning their pandemic income. Yes, so there's so many stories that we can learn and tell. So how to be an effective bee? Yeah, I'll just quickly share a little bit of the tips here. So of course, number one, we ourselves need to have the real feelings and experience. So for example, you know, like the LX Young, like the testimony, we of course we need to watch first. Of course we need to really relate to the testimony, relate ourselves to the test result first, and we of course need to, you know, understand the needs of the C first so that we can really share the real feeling, you know, or even when we are tee up doing the tee up of our upline. What is the story about you and your upline? What is the story about you and the management? That's something, you know, real for you to share, you know, so that it's always a real feelings and experience. Like I say, the more you appreciate, naturally you'll be able to apply the ABC rules. And of course, number two, you need to understand the needs or dreams of your prospect thoroughly. You know, of course, when we have a lot of A's, just now I share so many example of A's, but I'm not asking you, you know, to spamming your prospect with, you know, hundreds of the testimony in one day. No, no, no. You know, the person will get crazy or she will feel that, what is it all about? So we have to understand first what is the needs of the person. So let's say today your prospect is having some concern, you know, the husband having some high blood pressure problem, you know. Oh, now I know already I have to share this particular testimony from who so that I fit the needs of my C. So this is very important. When you have a lot of A, you choose which one to borrow power. Okay, and of course, see, we have to have a caring heart. Yeah, so that is really sharing is caring. We really share because we care for the prospect. And of course, the next one is appropriate tee up skills. Yeah, so how to tee up appropriately? So of course, number one, we need to be sincere and honest. So that we learn how to tell stories. And of course, number two, be straightforward, you know, straight to the point. Even during our tee up, maybe it should be just like 5-10 minutes, you know. Don't spend 1-2 hours talking about the whole stories that your prospect, maybe, you know, they'll fall asleep. And we have to be very excited and passionate about telling stories, you know. In Alcan, we always say this: the 4 big. This is this what we learned from Mrs. Chia. You know, the eye must be big, the the voice must be big, the action and your smile. Yeah, so that, you know, because your excitement will actually, you know, influence your prospect. And of course, it's good that we have a complete tools, be it the photos, you know, the videos, anything, or the product leaflets. Yeah, so that we are equipped. Yeah. And now I'm just going to share a quick example. How are you going to apply the ABC rules, let's say, in terms of the appointment? How, you know? So let's say if we are now doing an appointment, maybe be it offline, or maybe it's a 2-to-1 video call. So you as a B, you know, you are inviting your upline with the A to share the good products or maybe the good opportunities to your C. So we split the whole process of the meeting into 4 stages. So number 1, meeting before meeting. Number 2, meeting during meeting. Number 3, meeting after meeting. And number 4 is the next meeting. So what should we do as a B before the meeting? So of course we have to be prepared. So as the B, as the bridge, remember I say B is the most important rules. How powerful is the A is not because whether how much A earns or how high is the rank of A. No, is how powerful is the tee up of a B. Remember, so B needs to do a very good tee up to promote A to C. And always, you know, the way we tee up outline here, we always promote the A's character first, followed by the achievement. For example, you know, let's say I'm doing the tee up for Diamond, my Diamond, Ma'am Isa, you know, I always tee up, you know, she's really someone very dedicated, very kind. She dedicated almost every single day, you know, to support us in the Zoom meeting, to really help all the leaders to build their group, to solve their inquiries, you know. We always tee up the character first because we want the C to grow the trust towards A. We want to see to really like A and looking forward to meet A because of the character, not really because of, you know, someone, well, she earns so much and she drives so big car, you know, they could be not really related to C. Yeah, but of course depends on what is the need of a C. Okay, so and at the same time we need to collect the FORM from C so that we can provide the good information to A. Okay, so like I mentioned, we have to make C trust A's professionalism, the expertise, and the achievement. So a successful leader will use 80% of his time doing the role of B, and B will inform A about the C's background, the FRN, so that A can understand C's needs. Yeah, and of course, B also need to prepare some tools and materials and be the one who arrange the time and venue. Okay, so as a role of B, we need to collect FORM, the simple basic information. So F meaning the family, O refer to the occupation, R recreation, and M money, so that A will understand better how or what should she borrow power from to really influence C. Okay, so how to tee up A effectively? We need to really respect A's strength and pray sincerely. We express gratitude and appreciate A's help. So we are also, of course, before the meeting, if we are not too sure what to be teed up about the A, we can actually ask the advice from A first, understand more about the stories of A, the strengths, some background, testimony, or experience, so that we know what story to tell to C. Yeah. And now let's say during the meeting, let's say if this is an offline meeting, you know, so sometimes let's say it's a 3-person meeting, we will say that the B try to sit together with C so that the C don't feel alone. Yeah. And also, we recommend the A to sit diagonally opposite C, not really direct opposite, so the C don't feel so stressful. Yeah. And the B should sit together same side with C, not A, so the C don't feel so isolated. Okay. So, and this is also another tips, like let's say if you are in the restaurant or somewhere, so we also try to have the C back facing the wall. Yeah, sorry. So we have the C facing the wall, you know, not facing the door, so that he's not so distracted by the other people who pass by. Yeah. So this is just some tips. But of course, you know, all this during meeting, you can also apply it in your video calls, in your Zoom meeting now. So as a B, we need to be alert and observant during the whole meeting. Of course, you know, as a starting, B need to be proactive. We need to start with a good introduction first. We need to be responsible to kickstart the conversation, you know, not we invite A and C come to the Zoom meeting and then we keep quiet and then I wait for A to say something. So then this is not a very good example of doing the role of B. Yeah, so B have to learn how to take the initiative. Yeah, so one very good example or how you can master to learn the role of B is, you know, try to volunteer to be a host or the MC in your big group Zoom meeting, because the host or MC is always a good opportunity for us to learn how to be a role of B. Yeah. And this is just an example of B to lead to start the topic, you know. So we can say, oh, say to B, a big thank you to the C for giving me this opportunity to share today. So I'm really honored today, especially invite my Alcon senior to do this sharing. So he's very kind-hearted, always very willing to help me, you know, even though in such a short timing, she's so busy, she's still willing to spend her time with us today. She's very experienced in the health knowledge or the network marketing business. So I like to use this opportunity also to learn from her today as well. Yeah. So this is a example only to kickstart. Yeah. So of course, as a role of A, yeah, we also need to be well prepared and be kind and humble so the C will find it easier to accept us. And during the whole meeting, so of course this B, you know, you have to really focus, you know, maybe you have to take down some notes and agree what A says. Sometimes you can talk, or even during a big Zoom meeting, you can type in the chat box to agree with the A, yeah, so that, you know, to give C the confidence that, yeah, you are also agree with A, you know. So B should not be, you know, like interrupt A's or says that, oh no, this is not correct. Yeah. So B should be the role of doing the bridge. Yeah. So of course, just a brief role of A, we need to be humble, friendly. We always be attentive to show concern. Yeah, to build confidence and handle the situation. You know, we know when is the best timing to stop sharing, and importantly, no matter the whole meeting, the closing is successful or not, importantly, we always keep a good relationship and let B to arrange for the next meeting. And of course, even as A, we do not be arrogant and exaggerate, be modest, you know, enrich ourselves and end with a warm closing. And the next thing, so after the meeting, what should B do? You know, sometimes, you know, we as a B, we sometimes, you know, too much dependent, or we do not know what to do. We just wait for the A to do the closing. But sorry, you know, the role of A is not to help you to do the closing. Yeah, so B has to be responsible for the closing part. Why? Because C is your friend. So she has more trust in you, or sometimes she may not really to disclose or share her concern during the meeting. So your after meeting action is very important. The B has to always go back to C to do the closing and set appointment for next meeting and to find out more what is the real concern of C if the closing is not done yet. So the role of B is very, very important. Yeah. Do not blame your upline. Why just now you're not helping me to do the closing? Yeah, because the role of A is just for you to borrow power. It's not to help you to close. Yeah. And after meeting, like I say, no matter what the outcome is, after B, you have discussed with the C to find out the real concern. So B, you have to now go back to A to do the review, to do the discuss, so that, you know, to review what you learned today, you know, what is the things that you have to improve. So your whole review, you can base on these 4 steps: the meeting before meeting, meeting during meeting, meeting after meeting, and the next meeting actions. What, you know, which stage and individual part that you can improve. Yeah. And importantly, you set the next day and time to meet again together with A and C for the proper follow up. Yeah. So that you always improve on your leveraging power. So another quick one, I just want to share another set of example. Let's say we are now, you know, inviting friends for an online meeting. Like for example, next week, okay, we have Dr. Jen sharing about the LS Young. Okay, what should we do now if I want to do a proper meeting before meeting? How do I really use the ABC rules? So now we have a 1 week time, you know, we can start to call or text our customers, our group members to start to inform them about the good news. Yes, next week we have someone expert to share with us the uniqueness of LX Young, and she herself is a doctor with 19 years of experience. Yeah, we can even start to post on our social medias. You know, we can start to tee up about the speaker, or maybe we start to tee up about the product. Post the pictures with her if you know her personally, or what you like about her, or what you like about the product. So you create interest already, starting from 1 week, you know, 5 days, 3 days, 1 days, and also remind your customer where to really watch the Facebook Live. You know, you have to like first the Alcon Global Philippines page, teach them how to watch the Facebook Live. So, even though it's simple or basic step, but bear in mind, not everyone, they know where to find the link, they know where to go into the Zoom meeting, they know how to watch the live meeting like now. So if you haven't shared and invite your friends, you still can invite your leaders to re-watch this whole thing after the meeting. Yeah. Okay. And what should we do during the meeting? So during an online or Facebook live meeting like this, you can able to see who is joining this Facebook Live. So invite or tag those friends who did not join yet the online meeting to watch the live with you. You can also share this whole link of the live on your Facebook wall. So if you haven't shared, click share now on your own Facebook wall, and then greet the people you invited, make them feel welcome. And importantly, throughout the meetings, actively give comments of what you have learned. For example, what is the key thing, that one very important thing you learned from today ABC rules? Can you type here now in the chat box? Yeah, so that oh, your inviter, your prospect also, they learn, oh, okay, this is the key things, that you learned today. And of course, you have more interact with the speaker and host with a lot of likes and love. Yeah, you appreciate the speaker sharing. So all this help to build confidence, to someone you want to influence. Yeah. And what you should do after the meeting, so you should follow up with those who watch together with you just now, you know again discuss with them what is the important point the sharer shared just now, or what is the one new thing that, or one new key action that you want to apply this ABC's rule together in your group, together with your leaders, so that you also understand what did your leader learn after today's meeting. And of course, let's say today meeting is about a business showcase, or maybe it's about the products, then you should actually do closing about the products or about opportunity. Sorry. And of course, if necessary, if you need to further borrow power to do the closing or to really kickstart of your leaders, arrange a three-way call, arrange a video call with your upline, to solve the problem or answer some inquiries, to strengthen the confidence with your leader, so that you don't waste the opportunity, because your prospect or your customer already joined the meeting. You need to do a very close meeting after meeting actions. Yeah. And of course, for some of your leaders, that they miss this talk, they cannot really attend, you can create a watch party after this whole meeting, after the live. You can again post on social media or capture some of the important key points of what you have learned today, to show appreciation again to the company, maybe to the opportunity, to the product, or show appreciation to the speaker today, so that your leaders or prospect who missed today's meeting, they will be curious. Wow, what you really learned today? Oh, too bad I missed it. So that they also have the curiosity that they want to rewatch. Yeah. And for those who are still considering, in terms of opportunity or products, again, do very close follow-up. Always arrange for next related meeting. It can be Zoom, it can be Facebook Live, or any meeting. Yeah. So again, yeah, this is just a quick summary of two examples that I've shown. One is during a three-way meeting, be it offline and online. The other set is share example how we can do the ABC rules during an online meeting or maybe a Zoom meeting. Remember, even some of the group here, I know you are doing your weekly Zoom meeting or even daily Zoom meeting, but if you lost the power of doing the ABC rules, if you just feel that, this is just every day also have, you just come in any time, any day will do, when you didn't go back to basic to do the tee up again, when you do not appreciate, even the daily Zoom meeting, you may start to lose the power of influencing new prospect without awareing it. Yeah. So again, the wisdom of our 001. If the smartest and the most successful network marketing leaders are spending at least 80% of their time to be the role of B. Yes, B. So once again, collect as many A stories as possible. Really appreciate all the stories of our Miss Pang, the company, the company staff, our leaders, our upline have helped us to collect. And we just need to master, collect, learn, and share. And every one of us, no matter we have experience or not, we can all drink coffee, tell story, earn a lot of money together. Yeah. So ABC's rule teaches to borrow power effectively, but not to be dependent on others all the time. Yeah. Meaning, yes, we need to borrow power from our upline, but not necessarily means that, every single appointment I have to, call my upline to be there because our upline don't really have so much time to be physically there with us all the time. But that's why we need to borrow power from different A's, as many as A's as possible. And we need to have a lot of photos, videos, and tools to help us in borrow power. And let's say, I say network marketing is really a platform for every single ordinary people that can become extraordinary. So if ordinary and let's say incapable person like us can have achievement using the ABC rules, well, I believe if you are someone already very capable and extraordinary, you can achieve even more with a faster pace if you can really master and duplicate the essence of ABC's rules in your whole network. Okay? So wishing every one of you here with the success, with the power of leveraging really borrowing power and able to create more wealth and happiness in your life. And I just want to end with a quote from my mentor, Mr. J. He said, success is for everyone who is full of love and gratitude. Yes, if you have a love and gratitude deep in your heart, you really, really appreciate every single thing, every single person, every single tool that is here, that is there available for you to use. Yes, I believe and I'm sure you will be able to borrow power and build your group here very big here to build your global network here in Alcon Global. So wishing all the best to everyone and take care, and thank you so much for everyone for spending 1 hour watching with me today. Thank you so much, and I'll pass back to Sir Mike.
Okay, so wow, no, thank you so much, Miss Josephine, for a very detailed topic, and I believe many of us, or many of our viewers right now, learn about these rules, or which is the ABC rules. And to all our viewers, no, you can say thank you naman po sa ating speaker, no, just you can comment po to say thank you, no. Once again, our Elken Global Diamond, Miss Josephine Chong, and of course, no, another gift ni Elken sa inyo, no, on next Saturday and Sunday, no. Mark your calendar, oh, on December 19, Saturday po yan kay Dr. Mary Jane. Ang topic po is about LX Young. This is very important topic and the product para sa inyong lahat. And back to back po yan, no, on next December 20, no, kay our president. Once again, ang topic niya po is about duplication. Okay? Our president, Wong Chu. And on the December 10, of course, the topic is about dreams, determination, and action by our 3-star Diamond Victor. So once again, no, mark your calendar, screenshot nyo na po itong event natin this December the month. So to everyone who are watching and tuning in, thank you so much po sa pagkinig sa ating speaker, sa ating magandang topic for you, no. Once again, thank you so much and see you soon. God bless you.
Sowing the seeds of sharing, caring, growing in purpose, passion and daring. The nights were long, our hearts beat strong, we pull together, and the dawn broke through the darkness. The Though we come from different places, building each other all of the races, the winding road we run with strength to win, pressing forward till we reach our dreams in the sky. Building you and building me, dreams come true we can see. Let us sing together in harmony. Let us win the race, build our dreams together. Building you to build others in your care. Walking step together through heart to heart. Let us soar up high, build our life together.
Sowing the seeds of sharing, caring, growing in purpose, passion and daring. The nights were long, our hearts beat strong. We pulled together, and the dawn broke through the darkness.
Though we come from different places, building each other all of the races, the winding road we run with strength to win, pressing forward till we reach our dreams in the sky. Building you and building me, dreams come true we can see. Let us sing together in harmony. Let us win the race, build our dreams together. Building you to build others in your care. Walking step together through heart to heart. Let us soar up high, build our life together. Dreams come true we can see. Let us sing together in harmony. Let us win the race, build our dreams together. Building you to build others in your care. Walking step together through heart to heart. Let us soar up high, build our life together.
Thank you, Sister Jo. Wait, let's take a picture. I'm waiting for Mark. She left. I left. Wait, he's connecting now. Thank you so much.
Welcome. I lost my voice already.
You didn't drink water for an hour.
And I need to talk again 7 p.m.
7 o'clock. Oh my God. After
Ay, nawalan internet.
you lost internet connection. Wow. You're
He
lucky,
already
huh?
changed.
I need to go out.
Your time, Mark.
Okay.
Halang ko yung camera mo. Okay lang?
Okay.
Yan, para malaki. Yan. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you.
You may take a rest for 2 hours.
Bye. Bye.